Welcome back to yet another day and another episode of Amateur Pool, guys. I'm your host, Josh, and today we've got a tap league match. This is an amateur league. Game is between myself and Mr. Mike Moser Sr. Mike's a good dude. I've seen him around before, and I think maybe I have played him in the past, but I don't remember a game with him. It's probably in like a chip tournament or something like that, I feel like, but nevertheless, it's a 3-5 race. I've got to get him 2 games on the wire, and it looks like I just broke the 8-ball in rack number 1. So now it's a 4-3 race. It's a whole lot better than it was before. Not so lucky on this break though. 8-ball didn't move much, stayed right near the spot, and we've got a bunch of clutters on this one. This is going to be a tough. This rack, I'm just going to take a wild guess here and say this rack's going to take a bit longer than the last rack. In fact, I think it already has taken longer than the last rack, to be honest with you. All right, Mike's up at the table. He's taking a look at what he wants to do here. He's calling something in that corner pocket. I'm not sure what it was. Maybe it was this 5-ball. That's kind of what I think, or maybe the 1. I'm not sure. Yeah, he was trying to get the 1, but I think the 1 was froze to the 5, so there was no way that 1 was going to go. I think the 5-ball could have went if he could see enough of it to hit it, which I'm not sure he could, you know. I'm not so sure. So I'll come back up to the table, take a look at that clutter, and figure out what I want to do. Now it's open after the break in Tap League, and he didn't establish anything, so I believe we still have an open table. It looks like I'm going to go for stripes. I don't know if I love this decision. I think from here it looks like the solids may be a little easier. And I didn't do myself no favors getting up next to that 7-ball. I don't think I can hit the 10 clean. So what I'm going to have to try to do is cut that 11 over here. Cue ball should come straight back down table. It'd be nice if I could break something out down here with it, but you never know. Let's see. That's exactly what I tried to do and exactly what I accomplished. That actually worked out pretty well. I'm going to give myself a old pat on the back. You know, I wasn't doing that at first. I was scratching because I had an itch, probably a mosquito bite or something. But I figured while I'm back there, I might as well give myself a little pat, you know. A little pat. Not to be confused with the Saturday Night Live pat. You know, 2 totally different things. One's a good job, one's a, I don't know. So, anyways, good chat. Back to the match, guys. I'm going to shoot the 15. I was trying to land in here for the 9-ball next, but I overran it because it was a thin cut and it was hard to hold the cue ball there. Shouldn't be that big of a deal. I can actually shoot this if I want. I could come up and shoot this one if I want. I'm just trying. I think I like shooting this and maybe a slight draw and get the cue ball to come this direction. And then I can shoot this one, leave the cue ball here, shoot that one, and put bottom left and come back down for the 9. It's a hard way to go about it because I've ultimately got to land in this little area to shoot the 9, which is not easy to do, and I'm sure I'll mess it up, but let's watch and see. You know, never know. I'm going to be pessimistic this time and say I'm probably going to mess it up. But you never know. You know, sometimes I surprise myself. All right, shoot the 10. I'm going to line up for the 13 next. I need an angle. Okay, I came over to the other side, which is fine. Now I can use, instead of using draw, I can use follow with left. I definitely want to hit this second rail because it helps with speed a bit. But I realistically need to land like in this spot right there. Let's see if I can actually do it. Oh, that's too hard, I can tell you already. Yeah, it was too hard. Actually, it wasn't too hard. If I had put more left on it, instead of coming down this way, if I'd have came down this way with the same speed, I probably would have gotten exactly where I needed to go. You know, you live and you learn. Yeah, that's all you can do, is you live and you learn. So what am I going to do here? Am I going to pull out the old jump cue and make a fool of myself? Am I going to kick at it? What am I going to do? Realistically, I could potentially jump it. It is the only thing about the jump is it's so close to that 2-ball. I'm not the best in the world with a jump cue by any means. So when they get close like this, it's a tall order for a gentleman such as myself, you know. Sometimes I can clear that ball, sometimes I can't. But the thing is, you have to come so high on it, even when I clear that ball, if I don't hit dead center on the cue ball, then the cue ball will swerve after it lands. So let's see how I do. Oh, we're not going to be able to really see because I'm blocking it. Get your fat self out of the way, Josh. Yeah, I didn't even clear it. Didn't even clear it, so about kind of how I expected it. I realistically, looking back on it, I should have kicked back here softly and just tapped my ball and left my ball right here with the cue ball right here, he would have had a shot on the 6, but I still would have had this pocket blocked for the 1 and the 8. So I would have had advantage on the table. Now I give him ball in hand and the table's pretty wide open. So I realize I think he's only a skill level 4 or something like that, but nevertheless, a wide open table like this, and he could get out. Now I don't agree with where he's starting. I personally would start right here on this 4 ball because it's the only ball that's blocked. So I would shoot the 4 ball up here, and then the rest of the table is wide open after that. You just got to move the cue ball a little bit, you know, and shape things. That's it. That's it, boys and girls. Non-sponsored beverage, you already know what it is, you know. Can't say it out loud until they sponsor me, though, you know. It's delicious, though, I'll tell you that. It gives me energy. Someone commented on my last video and say, what'd they say? They said, I say more words in 30 minutes than they do in their lifetime. And it made me think they're probably right, you know. I do like to talk, man. I apologize, man. But that's what we're here for, right? We want to hang out together. We want to chit-chat. We want to talk about the game. And we just have some fun, man. That's what these amateur matches are all about. We're all about having fun. Oh, I tried to cut that 9 ball in. It was a thin cut, but one I very likely could have made. But my stroke just wasn't having it, you know. I wasn't stroking the best on that shot. I really, I need to stop being lazy and put in more actual practice time. I play a lot, guys, but I haven't really been practicing a lot lately. And it makes a difference. Anytime I slip into this, this mode of not wanting to practice by myself, you know. And when I say practice, I'm talking about on the table, by myself, putting in work, thinking about my stroke with every shot, trying to make minor adjustments, figuring out flaws. That kind of stuff is so beneficial to my game overall. When you're playing matches with people, you're having fun, and we can call it practice, but ultimately you're in the mindset of trying to win the match, not in the mindset of how can I make my stroke better. And that to me is the biggest difference between practice and play, right? You need to be in the mindset of thinking about your stroke and really being in tune with how you can better your stroke. To me, that's practice. And I haven't been doing it, but regardless of that, I still squeaked out that second rack. I told you that one would take a lot longer than the first one with all those clutters, but now we're up 2-0, and my break, I went with a head ball break there, made a stripe right here in the side. I think it was the 14. We'll see it roll down here in just a second. Or maybe we won't. Maybe it's too dark. Too dark for us to see it roll down there, I guess. That's weird. I feel like we should be able to see it down there, but I don't know. Maybe you guys got better eyes than me. I didn't see it. So it is still open after the break. I can choose what I want, and it looks like I'm either going to shoot this 10 or the 6. I think I'm shooting the 6. I like solids better. And honestly, I agree. I agree with myself on this one. I like solids better, mostly because I don't have to deal with that. That's really the only thing. Everything else is pretty much wide open on both ball sets. And this isn't that big of a deal because they both go that way, but not with a 3 in the way, right? So if I would have took stripes, I would have had to deal with these, and I either would have had to move this 3 or break these up. So I took solids. I don't have to deal with it. Okay, that was top with just a slight bit of left. That's why the ball came back this way off the rail, which is great. Now I'm dead on this 2 ball. So I'll probably just draw this over to here. Yep, now I can shoot the 1 up table. I believe it goes past the 7. Just got to be careful about this 5 ball here, man. I think I need to be like right up in here to shoot that 5 ball down this way. I think that's the only place it'll go. I'm not sure if it'll go this way or not. I don't think it will. I think the 10's in the way. And I don't know if I can get it up that way or not, just because the 10 again might be in the way from down here, hitting it in the right spot. Let's see how I play it out, though. You never know. I'll probably, you know, one of the strategies I like best in this situation, if I can't figure it out, I like to just miss a shot and let my opponent play. You know, I don't recommend that strategy, you know. do as I say, not as I do type thing, but I don't recommend you guys try that strategy. And it doesn't work for me a lot of times either. Oh, was I trying to get the position to shoot the 5? I think I have it here maybe. It's not as easy, you know, from a slight angle, but I think I have it. Shoot the 5 down that way. Center ball, cue ball should come over this way and bounce back towards the 4, depending on how hard I hit it. I'm not liking it. I don't know. Maybe it's too close to the 10 to go down that way, you know? It might be. If that's the case, I can put a little top right and try to hit it. I didn't put right. If I would have put just a smidge of right on that one, I think I could have came this way and then just nicked that ball. Cue ball would have drifted here. 10 ball would have moved over, probably blocked the 8, and the 5 would have drifted there. You know, and I would have had a shot at least on the 5, and I would have had to figure out the 8. I don't think I can make this 5 from here. I really don't. Maybe with enough throw, maybe in this pocket, but I doubt it. That's what I tried to do. It was just too hard of a shot for a gentleman such as myself. You know what I mean? You already know, little Timmy, what I'm talking about. Sometimes you got a shot and you can see it, but you just know deep down in your soul that you don't have the stroke to make it work. But you try it anyway. You know? I don't know if I'm not alone on that. Leave me a comment, hit the like button. Let me know I'm not alone, man. Sometimes I'll see a shot and I think, man, that shot might be too hard for myself, you know? And then I tell myself, Josh, go ahead and try it anyway. And then I agree with myself. I'm like, sure, Josh, I'm going to try that shot, you know? And that's how it works out. I miss, you know? So go with strategy A and let my opponent shoot. That's what I did there. Oh, that was a good shot by him. He didn't have to run into those, though. He actually created more of a problem down here. He didn't have a problem. All you had to do is hit that shot lightly with top and just let the cue ball drift to here, and he could have shot either one of those balls over in this corner. You know, I didn't like him trying to break that out there, but I understand why he did it. He didn't take a good enough look to see he had an easy shape on it. He was trying to play that off my ball, which would have been a great shot had he hit it right, because my ball would have moved out of the way and he would have been dead on the 10. But now he left me a shot, albeit a long shot, and also jacked up over the 9. This is a tough stroke. Tough stroke for me, you know. I made the stroke. I wish I could have got a little draw on that shot, but I didn't want to force too much on it because I was jacked up. And if I try to add draw or anything and there's any small movement in my stroke while I'm stroking, when your stick's jacked up, if you have any bit of error in your stroke, it's amplified on the cue ball. So I could have missed that shot very easily if I tried to do too much. Oh, that was horrible. But hey, take a look at the chicken wing, guys. Oh, you missed it. You'll see it on the next one, man. I was using my chicken wing, man, to mark the pocket. I haven't busted that thing out since APA Vegas back in 2022. I used the chicken wing when I played in the finals. And it was a hot topic of conversation from the announcers and chat at the time when it was live stream. So it was a lot of fun. I figured I'd break the chicken wing back out since I'm playing a league that requires you to mark your pocket. I pulled the chicken wing out of retirement, you know. And if I'm playing anybody who loves food, sometimes that little chicken wing will be a distraction. You know what I'm saying? I put it up on the table and I see them. Their mouth starts watering. They don't know how to play afterwards, man. It's a dual purpose thing, really. Pocket marker / shark technique. You know, only if they like chicken wings, though, I guess. Anyways, good chat. Back to the match, guys. I'm way off topic here. Let's see what's going on. All right, am I going to shoot the 2 in the side, I guess? Yeah, I tried to, and I hit it so hard. I don't know what I was trying to do there. Other than lose. It's probably what I was trying to do is lose. Man, he's got a great shape to hit that 9 with center ball. And the cue ball actually comes over straight into the 2 ball. Whoever's moving the table my camera's sitting on, bro, you need to cut it out. I see you, little Timmy. Don't catch you doing it again, bro. He's opting not to take that 9-ball shot. I would have liked to have seen him take that 9-ball shot and get in there on the 2, but I understand that he doesn't necessarily want to open my 2-ball up in case he misses, right? And that's a smart play if you're a little bit lower skill level and you don't have total confidence that you're going to try to run out. Sometimes it's best not to open the balls up for your opponent. You know what I mean? So I understand his mentality there. Personally, I would have tried to run out, but you know, that's probably why I lose a lot, because I think I'm better than I am. You know what I mean? Which we all do, I guess. Confidence is a good thing in this game, but Sometimes it gets you. Oh, what a good try. Did he hit a rail? I don't think he hit a rail. I don't think he got a rail there. Bummer, man. Bummer for him. So, guys, I've said it before, this TAP league, it's in Oakland County. This is the first year TAP has ever started in Oakland County. The lady who runs it, her name's Oz. Shout out to Oz. She's a great league operator. If you guys are in this area and you want to play a league, now you have better options than the Anti-Pool Player Association. You know what I mean? So TAP is a cool format. The format is similar to APA, as you can see here. It's a race format. The handicaps are a little tougher, though. Most people are at least one, excuse me, whoa, did you guys hear that? I like burped while I was talking, bro. My bad. Most people are at least one level lower in TAP than they are in APA. But now we have options in Oakland County, Michigan, man. Come play with me. You know, I record our matches, man, post them. I also live stream, or I try, as long as the other team's okay with it. I've been live streaming on league night. So that's always fun, man. You can watch the actual whole match take place, the whole league match. Anyways, back to the, I forget why I went off on that. Anyway, I was going to tell you about something. Oh, new to the area. It's a new league, so a lot of people have never played TAP before. And me having experience in TAP, I'm helping a lot of other teams keep score, what to do, how the rules go, and stuff like that. So I said that because I saw my feed over there a minute ago, and I was helping the other team something with the score. So we just gotta, tough sometimes though, you know, to play and help the other team, but it's okay. I like the fact that we have this TAP league in our area. So I will continue to help as much as I can. I would like this TAP league to grow bigger and bigger and bigger, and we get a bunch of people playing in it, man, and it's a lot of fun. You know, the more the merrier, you know. Anyway, back to the match. Good chat. All right, so I'm going to try to shoot this one ball. I've got to figure that two ball out, though. That two ball is going to be a nightmare. Okay, I left myself for the 6. Man, if I would have came forward a little bit and had the angle to shoot the 6 from here, I could have stunned over and got behind that too. That was good. Stun into the 15, move it out of the way. Again, I wish I would have got the angle. I could have rolled over here for the 2. Maybe I do. Maybe I do have that angle. Nope. I was trying to draw it straight over for the 2. Yeah, you see me point. Yeah, Josh, good job pointing, you know. Let everybody know that's how you messed up. That's where I wanted to go, but I didn't make it. Well, yeah, well, you know. Anyway. I'm in a chill mood today, guys. I hit 30,000 subs, man. Thank you guys so much. You guys have been rocking it out, watching my videos and my live streams. That was a pretty good shot to get back for an attempted shape on the 2. If I would have hit that just a little harder, I would have bounced. Man, and that would have been great. Now I've got a real tough cut to try to get up table. And the worst part is my cue ball is probably going to hit the 10. And I have no idea if I'm going to end up shaping the 8 ball or not. Just being honest, you know. Just being honest with you. I have no idea if I'm going to shape the 8, but I've got to shoot this 2. I know that. Oh, I shot it bad. Shot it poorly. You shot it poorly, laddie. Laddie, you bloody hell shot it bad, you know. Oh, boy. Yep. All right. So he's got 1, 2, 3, 4 balls to run plus the 8. He's got 5 balls wide open. He's got a real good shot at taking this match for sure. A real good shot at taking this one, man. Is he going after the 11 in the side, I think? Yep. Ooh, it fell, but barely. And he had good speed on it to come back for the 10 in the other side. If he makes this one nice and easy, he can roll forward to about here for the 15, but he doesn't want to get straight. If he rolls all the way over to here and he's straight on the 15, it's going to make getting to the 9 hard. And he could shoot the 9 now, but I don't like it because he's pretty straight on the 9. And if he shoots it, he literally has to draw straight back. I like this, just nice and easy. You don't want to get too straight. That's what he did. He got too straight. Now his only course is to draw the cue ball back way up into here. Yeah, he tried to cheat it. Oh my gosh, can you believe that? Oh, man. So in League, all you have to call is which ball into which pocket. So he was calling this pocket, but he missed it. The ball banked down and back and went into that pocket. He's laughing about it now. Ha ha ha. And it happens sometimes. It's rare, but you can still slop it in when you call a pocket. I think he might have just hooked himself on this 8-ball, though. You know what we call that? We call that poetic justice. You know, he got lucky here, and karma came back and made him unlucky here. Man, I can't believe that, though, because, oh, man, anything but right behind the 2 is literally 1 ball left on the table other than the 8, and he ended up behind it. That's tough. That is tough. He's got to play it off the rail first if he can. I don't know if he can see enough of it, maybe with right spin. I don't know. I don't think so. At least the angle from here doesn't look like he's going to be able to do it without curving. Now, if he jacks the back of his stick up and curves a little, then he can probably do it. Let's see. Let's see what he does. Yeah, that was tough, man. I didn't see him hitting it without putting a little curve on the cue ball, to be honest. All right, I'm going to grab my pocket marker because I know I'm going to be there in just a second. I think I stuck it in my pocket or something. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know what I did, to be honest with you, off camera there, but I assume I was grabbing my pocket marker, but I may be wrong. No, I wasn't, because I'm going back for it right now. Yeah, I don't know what I was doing. Probably grabbing my chalk or something. There's the old chicken wing. You know, chicken wing, hot dog and bologna. Anyway, that's it, boys and girls. I am up 3-1. I need 2, and he needs 2. We have an even match. I don't know what I just did there. It was like a magic trick, you know. I was fooling you. You ever see people do this? That's pretty sweet, right? Dude, I mean, you got to hit the like button for that magic show, boys and girls. Oh, I'm getting goofy. We'll be right back after these messages.
I wanna be the best in the game, invest in my name. Check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain. I ingest, I retain, assess and I change. Possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society.
And we're back. We're back, Jack. We are back. No rail after contact there. He came off the rail and hit the ball, but, oh, did he make something? I wasn't paying attention there, guys. I was coming back from commercial break and I missed it. So rewind the tape. Let me know what happened there. He must have made a ball because all I saw at the end was the cue ball do this. So I just missed it, I guess. Oh, a little bit more stroke and he would have came up here perfect for like the 13. He's got the 10 though. He's doing all right here. He could get out here as long as this 12. Oh, man. I think he could have got out there. If he would have made that, as long as the 12 goes past the 7 into that corner, I think he could have got out there. The toughest problem would have been the 8-ball for him, because that's in a rough spot, man. It's blocked up everywhere you look. You know, I think it goes into that side pocket as it stands right now, but that's about the only place that it would have gone, which means he would have needed to get back in here. But that didn't happen. I'm going to start with the 7, come up for the 6. If I can hit the 6 nice and lightly and come into here, and the 1 passes the 8, I'll probably shoot that next, I would imagine. Just real light on this one. Yeah, perfect. All right, now depending on the angle here, it would be awesome if I could make the 1 and roll the cue ball into the 8, and then I could have this shot on the 3, and that opens everything up. If not, I've got to figure it out. It's not a big deal. I could do that. And it looks like I might have landed perfect to shoot the 2 first. Either way is fine here. Yeah, I'm looking at the 2 right now, because if I can shoot the 2 first, I can literally stop the cue ball right here and shoot the 3 next. But look at the 8-ball now, right? I put it in a tough spot, which means I've got to be over here. When I try to shape the 8, I've got to be over in this area so I can shoot it that way. Because either that or I've got to be down below it to shoot it up top. I mean, it's really the only 2 options. Everything else is, you know, blocked up. So I'm curious to see how I play this one. I don't remember. This was last week's match, you know. I don't even remember yesterday, let alone last week. You know, I've got a few matches that are waiting to be edited and put out right now, guys. I've just been so busy, man. I do real estate as well. Shout out if anybody's looking to buy a house, hit me up. I got your back. I work for a company called Real Estate for a Cause. We donate a percentage of everything we make to charity. So it's rewarding work, but it's busy this time of year. So I've been pretty busy with real estate and trying to get as many videos out as I can, as well as doing live streams, guys. So I apologize, if my video production hasn't been as frequent as it once was. I will get back there again, but you just gotta bear with me in the summer months, man. It's tough. Tough in the summer months. It usually slows down in the winter, though. All right, so I still got this problem with the 8. If I can put this in with top right and get the cue ball to hit here and come back over here, I'm golden. But it looks like it's pretty straight, so we'll see how I do it. Yeah, it was pretty straight. I tried to cheat it a little, and I ended up hitting this point right there. So instead of coming back this way, the point, luckily, shot me straight down this way. And now I think I've got a good shot right there by where my chicken wing's at. We'll see if I make it or not. I should make it, but you never know with me, right? You never know. Sometimes I miss shots I should make, and I make shots I have no business making. It's amazing. Just like every other amateur, I suppose. Like how I prefaced that. Preferenced that. I don't know. What's the right word there? Prefaced? Prefaced? Preferenced? I don't know, guys. You know what I'm trying to say, though, little Timmy. Don't tease me about my poor English, bro. I'm doing all I can. I'm just a little slow. That's it. I'm a little slow in more ways than one, boys and girls. I said girls, too. I know there's a couple of you girls watching out there. Big shout out to all the girls watching, man. I know there's a couple. I know for sure there's probably at least 2. Krista and Stacy. Probably 2. And maybe 3. Maybe Sheila. I don't know. If your name is Krista, Stacy, or Sheila, leave me a comment. Let me know. Let me know. See if I got it right. We'll see if I got it right. Anyways, back to the match. All right, he's going up table to 15. I think probably his goal is to leave the cue ball somewhere over in here and leave me tough. That would be my goal on this shot. That's what he's doing, and that's what he did. He did well with it, too. He left me a bank shot. I can shoot the bank, or if I want to just try to safety him, I could put straight right and hit the 8 ball right there, come off this rail, and try to stick him on top of his own balls right there. Sometimes I like to put him on his own balls. Sometimes he doesn't want to play with his own balls. I am going for the bank. I brought the chicken wing out. I figured I'd just go all out for it. It's scary for me to bank on a valley table sometimes, and it's not hard. It's mentally, I get my own way because I'm used to playing on a diamond so much that in my own mind I feel like, are these rails going to go where I think they're going to go? And I end up talking myself right out of the shot. If I just lined it up and shot it, I'd probably make them a lot more often. Not worry about the fact it's a valley table. Don't worry about, where is it going to go? Is it going to react right? Just shoot it. Sometimes that's the best case scenario. In this case, I got lucky. It looks like Mike missed his shot, and he left me a pretty good shot to cut the 8 into the side. This should put me on the hill. Fingers crossed, boys and girls. Got the fingers crossed, just like my eyes. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know why I did that. It was dumb. I'm childish. You guys already know I'm childish. You already know it. So it shouldn't surprise you when I do it. I was trying to kill that rack because these balls were not breaking great for me. And as hard as I hit that rack, it barely spread, man. That's just the nature of playing on bar tables, dirty balls, dirty felt, bad rack. It's a combination of all that. We try our best, and I know Mike does too. He's a good dude. I don't think he would ever try to intentionally rack it bad. We were both trying to get that rack to stay nice. It was just hard, man. It was difficult. So we did the best we could, but both of us had some bad racks, I suppose. All right, so he's off and running. He's going to shoot the 7 ball. I think he'll roll forward for the 2. It's what he tried to do, but instead of rolling forward, he's stunned. So his cue ball came right behind the 10. Now he's got a tough shot on the 3, and he's got to jack up over top of the 10. This is not easy. He missed it, which is kind of expected with a tough shot like that. It's a tough one. When you have to shoot over top of a ball from a long distance, it's a little bit tough, man. Little bit tough. Okay, I've got the 10 ball, but then what? If I can send the cue ball over here and open that pocket up, that would be great. I probably could have, but I opted not to for whatever reason. But I don't hate where I'm at here. I'm looking at that combo. It does go. I could also, when I shoot this one up, I could also just try to pinch draw and bring the cue ball right back into here. And I think that'll open my table up a bit. If not, I could draw over to here and play that combo. Yeah. Or just miss the shot. Sometimes that's the best option, you know. I like to do that. That's that strategy we talked about a couple games ago, you know, when you feel like you can't get out, sometimes it's best just to let your opponent try. Guys, in case you don't know, I'm being sarcastic. Don't do that. Don't do that strategy, bro. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. It's a bad strat. You guys already know it's bad. And I think you already know I was joking, you know, but just in case, you know, never know. You never know who be watching, you know, and what they think. Okay, he's leaving it pretty tough. I'm going to try to bank the 9. I'd like to see myself play a safety here. I don't know why I'm going for this. I think it's a bad call, but I made it. Did all right with it too, but it didn't get me nowhere. You know what I mean? I've got to look at the 11. Maybe I can cut the 11 up table. Maybe I can cut the 11 into the side, but where does that lead me? You know, the cue ball's still going to be around this area. What shot would I have next? Not much. So I should have played safe on that last shot. I shouldn't have tried for that bank, even though I made it. I shouldn't have tried it. What am I lining up to there? Oh, can I see the 13? And if so, what am I calling here, guys? I have no clue. Leave me a comment if you think you know what I'm calling here, because I don't. Oh, I think I know what I was doing. I was trying to make his 1. That would have turned out pretty okay. I mean, had I made his 1, but I didn't. The good news is that 1's so deep now, I can make the 15 into the 1 and make both the 15 and the 1. I think I could do it with the 14 too. It's a little tougher with the 14 because it's a lot closer to the 1. For some reason, the momentum dies when they're close like that. But I can definitely shoot the 15 into the 1 and follow the 1 in with the 15. That's not a hard shot from there, to be honest with you. It's pretty easy, but nevertheless, I don't have a shot at the table right now. Mike does. So let's see what Mike does and if he gives me another look at the table. Because if he does, I'm coming for him. Don't give me another shot. Don't give me another shot, Mike. I dare you. I dare you to give me another shot, bro. Good chat. Nah, Mike, you were a pleasure to play, my friend, man. I appreciate you, man. And it was fun. It was fun playing you. Thanks for letting me record it, man. I had a good time. This whole team was cool, man. I like everybody on this team. There was one guy on the team that, you know, him and I kind of, regrettably, had some words back and forth. And I think there was alcohol involved, you know. But I really liked that guy as well. I'm not saying no names, but I really liked him as well when the night first started. And I think next time I see him, I'll like him too. You know, him and I probably just need to have a chat. And I think we'll probably be friends. He was a cool dude. But, you know, get alcohol involved and anything can happen. And I believe that's what happened there. Anyway, though, I said all that to say, this team's cool. I enjoyed playing them a lot. Good guys and girls. They've got a couple girls on their team as well. So I look forward to playing them again, man. And I look forward to talking to the dude that I had some words with as well, because I think him and I could be good friends. Never know. Never know. As long as there's no alcohol involved, I think we'll be friends. You know? You guys already know, man. You guys already know. All right, I got his 1 ball surrounded now. I got his 1 ball surrounded. And if I remember right, at this point, I asked him. It's a family channel. I didn't ask him. I asked him. That's me right there, asking him right there if he is familiar with a push foul. He said he was. And then he decided to shoot it at an angle. And just so you know, the rule in tap, it can be a push foul and still not be a foul in tap. So the way tap works, if you go at an angle and make a good, honest attempt to avoid the push foul, So you have to go on a 45 one way or the other, a 35 or something like that degree angle and make a valid attempt at avoiding the push shot, then it's a clean hit. And that's the way the rules go in tap. So there we go. I made the 10 into the 1 and followed it. So I knew it was a pretty easy shot from there. I could play a safety here real easy. Just shoot the 14 over here and leave the cue ball right up behind the 11. And honestly, that's probably my best play right now. I could also cut the 14 and run into the 11 and spread those balls out a little bit and go for the run out. But why go for the run out when that easy safety right there is devastating? I've got this 13 up here that's kind of in the way. Not easy to get to because it's such a small shape from this window, basically. I don't know why I drew so many lines, but so I think the safety was the right play there, in my opinion. I could have tried the run out, but you know, I'm proud of myself for not trying the run out, because a lot of times I would try the run out there and I mess it up and then I'd lose that rack. So this time I played it a little smarter, you know. Your boy's starting to get some smarts, starting to get some intelligence. Just kidding, bro. I ain't got no more intelligence. You already know that, man. You already know that. Anyway, I put a pretty good devastating safety on him. I don't know of a good way he can hit this. I think his best option is probably something like this. Probably something along these lines right here. It's not easy to hit. I'll tell you that. Not easy to hit. I'm trying to look for another way. If he could see the bottom of the ball, he could put bottom left, hit there, and curve it back. Oh, he made a good try, but good news for him, he made the 13-2 even tougher. And I could use ball in hand to start with that, but then I push his 2 closer to the pocket, maybe even in the pocket, and I still have to deal with this down here. So it looks like, rightfully so, I'm going to play one more safety on him. I'm going to play another safety on him here, and I like this shot. Or maybe I'm calling the 15 all the way up on the combo. That's good too. I like that. Now I'm in a tough spot though. Now I should be playing another safety, I think. Shoot the 11 up this way, get the cue ball over here. Or even better, get the cue ball behind the 14. I like that a lot. And I had the 11 come up to help block. Almost like I planned it. I definitely did not plan it. I got lucky, you know? But that's what happens sometimes. I get lucky. Ooh, he just missed it. Just missed it for the biscuit. So what's preventing me from running out here, guys, is this 13. I can probably get to it like on a sharp angle and cut it straight over, but it's so tight in there, man. I'll just as soon get another ball up by this pocket. That's what I'm doing here. So I wanted to put another one of my balls up by this pocket. I didn't want it to be right up on his 2-ball like that, although it isn't that big of a deal. But I wanted it to be up by this pocket so I could use it to kind of create separation on that 13. Now he's got a tough kick here, and if he moves them for me, oh, he got lucky. He made a great hit, but he hit it way too hard, and he got lucky that the 2 came off the rail and hit the cue ball dead center, so that way the 2-ball stayed where it was at. If he wouldn't have double kissed it right in the middle, the 2-ball would have rolled out, and I would have had a pretty easy run out here. I think I can break these out though. Same thing. That 2-ball just does not want to come out of there. You know what I mean? It's got a mind of its own. I think I can, I was lined up for the triple combo, but I think me hitting the 2 right then just unlined it up. So I played another safety on him here. That was a good safety, but now, if I get ball in hand, what I'm going to have to do is play the 13-2-14 combo. It's a 3-ball combo with the 14 going into that pocket. It should separate the 13 from the 2. I just got to make sure I come up with a shape afterwards. But that's provided I get ball in hand. He may hit it. If I remember right, he was kicking like a champion. Yeah, look at that. Nice kick. Man, that was a nice kick. Now I'm probably going to have to play another safety. That's what's going to have to happen here, man. You know? That's what's going to have to happen. I'm really trying to win this match, you know? Nothing personal, Mike. Just trying to beat you. You know, I know you're trying to beat me too. It's just the way the game works. Oh, yep, I am playing a safety. I like that safety too. That's a good one. That's a good one because I got him deep enough behind the 8. I don't think he can come off the rail and hit the 2. He would have to curve like this to hit the 2. Even then, yeah, he's got to kick this way, and this is probably going to leave me a shot if he kicks this way. We'll call that a good hit, right? It looks like it's split. Listen, if it's too close for me to tell, I always give it to the shooter, right? If it's too close to tell, I don't even argue about it. I mean, a split goes to the shooter, and if it's that close, I'm going to give it to the shooter every time. Why am I drawing here? I guess that works out. Now I've got this shot in the side pocket, which is not the easiest shot in the world, but it's the shot I gave myself. So we'll see if I can get her in there. Now, if I can make this, though, I should leave myself pretty easy on the 8. I can either stop it here or draw it back a little, or I maybe even follow it forward for the other side. I just got to make this shot. It's not easy from here. Yeah, I didn't like the way I shaped it at all. I probably just gave up this whole game. Not the match, but at least this game. And I worked so hard with all those safeties, too, you know. I hate when I do that. I work real hard to win the game, put in the work, put some safeties in, and then shape myself for a difficult shot in the side pocket. I didn't have to do that. Ooh, he left himself a little tester. I don't think he can go on the side, so he's going to have to come down here, which he marked. You see he marked it right there. I mean, it's a long straight shot, one that he very likely can make and probably will, but could miss as well. Yeah, that's an easy shot to miss. You know, a lot of people take it for granted when it's straight in, but it's long. If your stroke isn't straight, sometimes it's hit or miss whether you make those long straight ones, you know what I mean? The more consistently straight your stroke is, the more consistently you'll make that shot. All right, I played that one with just, I think it was center ball, but I didn't stroke it all the way through, so instead of coming straight across, it kind of followed forward like that. And this should be your game, boys and girls. Should be the match. Yes, it is. Mike Moser, is it Moser or Mosier? I don't know, bro, but thank you so much for playing. Thanks for letting me record, man. Like I said, I had a lot of fun playing with you, dude, and I look forward to doing it again. Everybody out there watching, you guys are the best. Thanks for all the subscribers, man. Don't forget to hit the like button, leave a comment. If you want short rail merchandise, that link is in the description. And if you need you a new pool cue, check out ravenq.com. All carbon fiber. Discount code Josh will save you 10% on that. So, hey, I appreciate everybody. I'll be live streaming tonight, Tuesday for League, and then tomorrow on Wednesday like we do every week. And we'll catch you then, hopefully. But if not, we'll see you on the next video, boys and girls. Peace.